Well, hello there, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Game of Thrones. Let's just jump right into it.
Ethan? Ethan!
So this is Ethan Forrester. He's now Lord Forrester, I guess, after the untimely demise of the previous
Did
Lord.
you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I'm over here.
I'm here. It's okay.
Calm down. I guess it's a
Don't
troubling
worry.
time for him.
It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here.
I don't know whether he knows about his father
not
and
going
older
anywhere.
brother.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too.
That sounds like he
But
does.
Mira's in King's Landing, and
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Yeah, he does know.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is
Garrett
strong.
is strong. He can take care of himself.
He'll be fine.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious.
He
I
didn't
heard
do anything,
Duncan
he's
and
just
Sir
protecting
Royland
his family.
talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
I don't even know what that is.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you were the lord of the house.
He
He
underestimates
doesn't
me.
know me or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop
I don't
mean?
want to be too
I don't
too
know.
stern.
But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Yeah, it's true. Cool
Remember
little
when
dude.
we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I promise, I won't
It's for you
change.
to decide for
You
yourself.
have to lead how
I promise.
you feel is
I won't
best.
change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
I'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
As many as you
you'd
like, why not?
yes.
She didn't like
Of
that.
course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Alright, alright. Calm down.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehall has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's
Lord
come
Whitehall.
demanding justice.
Oh dear.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the Lord.
No, we do have to
Fine.
go. We do
That's
have our
what's
duties
required of
after
me.
all.
Very well then.
they look so sad now.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle
this.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
I mean, we don't want to back down, we don't want to look weak, but we also don't want to start a war.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank
I'm
you,
not
Lord
shaking his
Whitehill.
hand.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life.
Don't
I
you
may
test
be
me.
young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody
Fetch some bread and
Foresters.
salt then.
Fetch Lord
Why
Whitehill
not?
some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely.
If he wants it
You
so badly.
Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished.
Yes,
Maybe
you
if
are.
you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh no, it's him. He's the one that killed Garrett's family.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no
Bullshit.
reason.
Absolute
that?
bullshit.
Attacked for no reason.
He murdered his
reason.
family.
You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
We lost people too,
And
Lord
you answer
Whitehill.
for your
Your
men.
men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I've handled
Took care
it.
of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
This guy's getting
What
on my
kind of
nerves.
fucking house is this?
A house of honourable men.
Well
Lady
said.
Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming.
Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is
try and
Lord
keep
of
it civil.
Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Do as you like.
Do as you like, Lord Whitehill.
What can I say? Do what you want. There's nothing we're going to say here that's going to dissuade him from it. He's set on his own course of action.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Okay. Let's have a look at it. See what we can do, if anything. Nothing with a cold Brazil. Look in the box. Yunkish coin.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him.
Ah, so he's in Yunkai.
What a strange place, Essos.
High Garden coin.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Oh, it's not a coin, it's a brooch or something. Look at the carved ironwood tree.
Ethan made this for me.
Ah. Nice one, Ethan. He's got some skills. Let's look at the letter. Okay, let's read the letter then.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Yeah, she must have heard about her father's death. Must be a very sad time for her. Got here.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Oh.
I hope to see them all someday.
Nothing over there. Ah, letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Oh, someone's at the door.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
He's the coal boy.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine. We
I'm
don't
fine,
want to share anything
thank
with them.
you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
He doesn't really seem to be hurrying.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm
I'm
a
her
handmaiden. I don't
That's
see
what
any
I
reason
thought.
to avoid
I've
the
seen you with her
question.
before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they say?
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Good night. He seems a nice enough guy. Oh, it's Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very
and
kind.
your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
And that's what the callboy was talking about.
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
She would.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said
Why
it.
would she do that?
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you.
We are
Humor her.
serving her
Tell
after
her
all.
what she wants to hear. See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
Oh god, it's now. I'm not mentally prepared for this. So I don't know, do
You'll
we...
be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Ah, it's Tyrion.
You can do this.
I'm glad she has faith in me. I have to walk forwards. All the whispering. This looks very ominous.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, Allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Kneel before her, of course.
Your
It's
Grace.
etiquette.
The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yeah, to the
Yes,
one
Your
true
Grace.
king.
To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Tyrion.
The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Stop picking up on
I
my...
won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can
Stop picking up on my
explain why the
slights,
Forresters
Tyrion.
have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were our wardens.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the new warden.
He is the warden of the north, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Tyrion. Stop it.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual
To our
benefit.
mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king.
Of course.
It would be
Whatever.
a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, of course.
Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She only
She was
follows her
just
heart.
following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a
And the
point
Queen
to
is
this, I
displeased.
hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would...
would...
Let the girl answer the question.
Go on.
I'm Lord
I must choose
Marjorie.
Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
You know it.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I didn't like that look she gave us.
I'll walk you out.
Thank you, Tyrion.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
He was.
You have my condolences for his loss.
Thank
These
you,
would be
Lord
trying
Tyrion.
times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining. But it certainly wasn't what Cersei was expecting.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard.
What are you suggesting, Tyrion?
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested
Yeah, because
such
if we
a
have
thing.
the funding,
risk I'm
then
willing
it's
to
going to
take,
really
Lord
help
Tyrion.
our family, isn't
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
I'd
It's more
rather
than
not
a little
discuss it.
intimidating.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in
You'll
trouble.
get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
Absolutely
He does
not.
have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
No, not
I'd
Joffrey.
be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Thanks.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
I said you get us in trouble.
Well?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I.
we shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
I think she's well liked already. She's
Once
right.
you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
No, she liked that, I think.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Oh, do we ask for help? Or do we not? Seems a little unfair to try and get some undue influence. But then that is the political game, after all. I'm gonna do it.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
We are friends, I guess she can know.
Go on.
My mother needs our help.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise.
I don't have a lot of faith
but
in
my mother had
Joffrey.
left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady.
It's pretty bad.
King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I'll be in your debt.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
She is adored by the king.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
I feel like we're really pushing her into it, though. And I'm not
Very
sure
well.
that's a good thing.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, I'm afraid I'll have to call it for that episode today. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment, etc, and share the video and all that good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Cheerio, guys and girls.